SABC News, independent and impartial.
From an African perspective.
It is something that many thought was otherwise, but is happening, and Zambia is now one of the countries with new negative trends in the fight against COVID-19. The country has now recorded reinfections of coronavirus, now casting aside the speculations that when one tests negative to the virus, they become immune to it. Our Zambia correspondent Arthur Davis Sikopo has the details.
The 2019 virus that has now ravaged the entire world has so many angles and a mystery considering issues surrounding it. Yes, as the name states, novel coronavirus, meaning new type of coronavirus, has been difficult to understand and to deal with, as even as of today, there is no known cure and there is a lot of speculation around it. One of the concerns were that once one contracts the virus and later gets cleared of it, they cannot contract it again, meaning they become immune. But that notion has now been proven otherwise, as Zambia has now recorded 2 cases of reinfection. The 2 have so far tested positive for COVID-19 again, after testing negative a while ago. Professor Lloyd Mulenga from the Ministry of Health now confirms.
We have had at least 2 confirmed cases here in Zambia of reinfection. And also we have reports as well outside Zambia where certain people have been infected, including healthcare workers who have been infected outside the country.
I speak to Dr. Isaac Sakala, a medical expert who tells me that immunity could be built, but not to an extent of being able to defeat the virus completely. Hence, one can still get sick.
Other conditions, once you have it for the first time, you get immunity because the immunity is preserved in the human body. But some conditions, an individual does not get an immunity. This is what has been seen in regards to COVID-19. Even in China, cases of reinfection were recorded, and even here, these are the cases we have recorded of reinfection. But not to say, or maybe they do get an immunity, but it's not enough to prevent a reinfection.
However, Dr. Sakala, who is also the president of the Resident Doctors Association of Zambia, adds that the second infection may not be as severe as the first one.
What normally happens is that a second infection is usually less fulminant as the first one because the body still has some memories, there should still be some form of immunity. It may not be adequate to prevent reinfection, but it is still there. So meaning that the reinfection is most likely expected to be less severe as the first infection.
The medical expert now re-echoes on the need not to get into laxity mode by both those that have not gotten infected and the survivors.
Issues of ischemic attacks, so it may get pretty bad, and it's a call to the community out there that let us adhere to the health guidelines that have been issued with regards to COVID-19.
Meanwhile, Zambia has established a post-COVID-19 clinic to deal with complications that may arise in people who have so far recovered. The clinic, situated in Lusaka at University Teaching Hospital, has so far treated about 70 cases. Health Minister Chitalo Chilufya says government is concerned with complications that are caused by COVID-19 and those others that may be worsened due to COVID-19 infections.
It's important that we continue rehabilitating that patient who's discharged and also prevent aggravation of the symptoms post that condition. We may keep you in a hospital because you've got TB, and we'll make sure that in acute phase is managed.
Zambia today has a cumulative total of 12,776 cases, with 11,674 recovering, while 295 have so far died of COVID-19. And currently the country has 807 cases, including the 2 reinfections. Arthur Davis Sikopo reporting for Channel Africa in Lusaka, Zambia.
Malawi's President Lazarus Chakwera says his administration has embarked on a full-scale orientation of the public sector to the pillars of the Super High Five agenda in a bid to reform the executive and various arms of government. Chakwera said this during his first State of the Nation address under the theme Restoring Warmth to the Hearts of Africa. He delivered in Parliament in Lilongwe. George Mhango has the details from Blantyre.